What's up, freaks? Tea freaks.
Tea freaks and freakettes. We are doing some Taiwanese oolong. I did not look up what episode this is.
So, no idea. I forgot. We typically do.
Probably 400 or so. And I think it's like 364, something like that.
Sounds right.
And we are brewing some tea. As you can imagine, we have quite a backlog just because we weren't filming as regularly as before. So doing some Shanlixi High Mountain Oolong here on the show. Smells good.
Does smell good. I'll let you touch it.
Nice and creamy and fresh.
Nope, that's not Just, so good. The honey floral sweetness that you get off of the nose is just one of my favorite parts about these teas.
And I want to say this is 2020 spring, so about a year old. But this is we have a very nice day here in Seattle. Pretty good weather to be drinking something like this.
Totally.
So
yeah.
I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, this is like my favorite tea to be drinking this time of year. I just love the crispness paired with the sunshine. The heat is perfect.
So you'll take this over a green tea most days?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would too, for the record.
Yeah. As much as I like that verdant, green, grassy flavor profile, it's not my, God, look at that. Honestly, I think I'll probably drink this. Here on TeaDB, we got things to do, teas to drink.
We rinse.
Can't drink the rinse. Nice high pour so it cools off enough for us. And beautiful color, very clean. The rinse was very clean. The only reason I tossed the rinse was just to get into the tea more quickly. I think we could have drank the rinse. Get this second steeping going.
We encourage moderation here at TeaDB.
So, used a ton of leaf in here.
Oh yeah, I poured out what I normally use.
Yeah, it's great. And experiment at home with what you prefer, because even these verdant green jade oolongs can be. If you use a ton of tea leaves and you let it hang out for just a second or two too long, they can get a little bit intense bitter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we go.
Cheers.
Salud.
Really verdant and creamy.
Really creamy.
Smells, tastes a lot like it smells.
Yep.
Oof. Yeah, that is the taste of
it's wonderful.
Spring right there. Yeah,
seriously. It feels perfect. Yeah, tasty, smooth.
Yeah.
It's not roast. It's obviously not roast. It's a green oolong, but it has those cozier tastes to me. Not quite as grassy as some other green oolongs I've had.
Mm-hmm. In a good way? Would you prefer it to have that grassiness, or?
It's just a different flavor profile. I mean, really, I suppose if you... Oh my god, I'm spilling all over myself. If you wanted something that was really... I feel like that grassiness is a little bit more alerting for me.
Okay.
It's like more waking me up. This is more of a downbeat, middle character flavor profile for me. In a great way. I like both.
Yeah, my personal preference is to have the tea, my greenest teas that I'll drink, be something around this level as opposed to greener. I'm usually not a fan of that grassiness. Usually kind of pairs with just something about that tea that the way I consume tea, it just makes me, maybe I just brew it too strong and I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
It just creates more of a jittery, strong, more of like a headache type stuff. Or at least I feel like I'm a little more prone to get that stuff when I'm having the very, very green teas, especially like Japanese greens sometimes.
Right, yeah. Very strong, yeah. I mean, people underestimate green tea. Loving the residual sweetness from this. Almost hinting at fruitiness, just a tad bit. Really great. Lovely tea to be drinking on a day like today. And James, would you be sharing this with a friend, tea noob, tea expert? What do you think in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, I think these teas have pretty high approval ratings just all around. These are the sorts of teas that introduced myself to more serious tea.
Right.
I think you as well.
Yep.
So, great for a novice drinker. As you said, it is possible to make these teas bitter, but they are generally pretty forgiving. Great aromas and stuff like that, and I feel like newer drinkers generally will drink a little bit more with their nasal cavity than someone else. So, but there's enough here for it. Like us, we're on year 8 of TeaDB or something like that. So it's like, we're perfectly capable of enjoying this tea as well. So
Yeah, I think this is a great tea for any tea drinker, especially a newer one.
Farmer Chen, Farmer Lee.
I'm getting latitude.
Altitude 1257.4 meters.
Really loving, given how much leaf, and I'm using flash steeping here, of course, but given how much leaf we're using, really loving the combination of not bitter, maybe just a very small hint of bitterness of the residual flavor, but sweet and strong, right? I'm getting a starburst sweetness thing going on, kind of a passion fruit, high fruitiness, residual. It's really lovely. Getting more of the green on the taste, and then the afterglow is a little bit more sweet and fruity. It's very sweet throughout, but not saccharine sweet until kind of the end. Really loving that. Yeah, it's interesting how some teas linger and evolve in the mouth more than others.
Yeah, I mean, I think generally for Taiwanese tea also, it's like the higher up you go, the more you're going to get some of those like really, more robust characteristics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you get bigger leaves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shanlixi is pretty high up the mountain. It's not the highest up the mountain, but it's pretty high up the mountain. So, I'm also enjoying this a good deal.
Yeah. Loving the creaminess of it. A little saltiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good. Yum. Let's do one more.
All right. Oh, we have now the question is, are we getting burnt fingers?
Yes, we are.
We're going balls to the wall here.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Mom hands.
You learn to just, having dropped enough gaiwans from the heat, you learn to just like have your fingers hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're spot on. That was a warmer steeping that I wanted. And what I did there, just to be clear, because I mess up all the time too, is just dump a little bit of it. So it's not a big deal.
Would this pass the ultralight challenge?
For sure. Uh-huh. This is like the tea I bring on these trips. They're perfect with friends. If you use under boiling water, it'll open up slower, so it's great for grandpa style in that regard.
Uh-huh.
And then just keep on adding water, throw it back in the fire or whatever. And
what if it's colder weather? Would you still be appropriate, or more of a spring summer ultralight?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I brought out a charcoal roasted oolong on a trip with my friend Andy a couple of Marches ago. Slept in the snow and in March, and it was great then. So the things I would avoid would be small-leaved teas, teas that have a lot of particulate, because when you're doing grandpa style, it becomes kind of a distraction from the tea. You're trying to like not eat all the leaves. Whereas a tea like these rolled oolongs, or even a twisted oolong, any big leaf tea, maybe like
easy to strain.
Yeah, and Assam even would be great in that context. So just practically speaking.
Yeah, you don't want tea and salad at the same time.
Right.
I think most people that's the case. If you're a tea and salad drinker when you're grandpa, then good for you. But.
Well, we're going to keep this one short. Thanks everybody for watching. This was awesome.
Yeah.
This is from Rivers and Lakes Tea. I would recommend it. I think it's a great tasty, delicious, perfect for a nice warm summer-ish day, even if it's in spring. And all you tea noobs out there, check out TeaDB.org. Subscribe. Text your mom. Text your dad. Tell him you love him. And tell him to subscribe to TeaDB.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Days, y'all.
I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.
Peace.